Welcome to a really compelling matchup that almost has a throwback feel to the era when running backs dominated. Today, one of the best running back matchups you're going to see all season long. Two stars colliding here. And welcome to Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. The Aggies will kick this away, start us off. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end. Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play, and now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The pass rush closing in. The scramble doesn't get there, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
If that's any indication of what we're going to see today, or in for some hard hitting. Quarterback's got to be careful with taking hits like that, or eventually the wear and tear of those hits will start to add up.
Finally marked out after a big game, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Offense stays on the field. They're going to go for it on the opening drive from their own territory. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop. What's the call here? The drive begins with excellent field position. Using his legs, it's Johnson. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Nice grab. It's Johnson. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure to allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
Breaks free. They make the tackle, but the offense now set up with a first down at the 21.
That's a good, hard, tough running there to get that first down to keep this drive alive. Early in this game, the offense really asserting themselves. They're not thinking about a field goal. They're trying to put this ball in the end zone.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Pass not complete.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Second down play coming up. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. What a stiff arm. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Took some extra time in the weight room, paying off on that play.
What a job shedding tackles, crossing that goal line. And if you're this defense, you got to focus a bit more on the fundamentals and wrapping up, because poor tackling teams get exposed by running backs like this.
Extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. And the one moves the ball over to the 33.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Here's the handoff. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide.
And it's picked off. Threw it across his body and paid the price. The defense has got it. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, a lot happened right there. Good job of coming up with that interception. I thought he was off to the races and had a chance for big yards, only to lose the football. He's very fortunate one of his teammates hopped on that football, so they still get the turnover.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
This is what you love to see, right? Quarterback does a nice job of looking and finding his open receiver, and he waits to the last possible second. In fact, as he gets hit, as he gets that ball out of his hands. So good job of showing some strength and a good job of throwing with accuracy as he's taking that hit.
It's an out route, the catch made. Gets some space around the 30. They tackle him at the 3, but that's a great gain in the pitch and catch.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's knocked away. Defense makes a nice play. It's incomplete.
Anytime an out route is run the right way and the quarterback throws it on time, it's nearly impossible to defend. This time, the corner's able to bat it down because the quarterback was a little bit late on the throw.
The ball is loose. Scooped up in the defense.
That's a great play by the defender who forced the fumble, but let's also recognize the heads-up play from the guy who recovered it. They were in the right place at just the right time.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here's the 2nd down play. On the run, it's Johnson. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
The field goal is good, and they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football out to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Handoff here from the shotgun.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 for the 26. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Contact as he threw it. What a catch! They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Makes the grab. It's Gaudet. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. And as we break for the quarter, Kirk, it's Texas A&M on top. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. That's the running back who makes the catch across the middle. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, this is the risk you take when you play man-to-man coverage and you leave a linebacker on a running back. Quarterback does a nice job of seeing that mismatch and getting the ball to the back for some good yards.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. The sure hands. It's Gaudet. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Grab behind the line. It's Scott. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looks to the left, pass caught. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback.
And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ncaa.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, it makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. And here comes the Aggies offense back on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. First down, looking for more now. Breaking free at the 35. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
One massive play, and suddenly they're at the plus 45-yard line here. And they hit him in the backfield. It's a loss on this play. The defense just tired of seeing that running back get loose for big gains.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there in team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play.
Boy, the option keeper here for a big gain for this Texas A&M quarterback. It's reminiscent of a guy like Johnny Manziel who could do so much damage when he played for Texas A&M. But they've had others going back to Bucky Richardson. And how about Reggie McNeil? Great history and tradition at College Station with those athletic quarterbacks.
Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Touchdown, Texas A&M. This offense really clicking. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaking free at the 35. Makes the first down, but Posey Price, big hit there at the end.
A nice RPO here by the offensive coordinator and a big gain by the back. But let's give credit to the quarterback. He saw that this defense was sitting back, worried about the pass. So instead of throwing it, he hands it off and some nice positive yards.
First down here for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's got. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
So 3 plays in, this offense has set up a first and goal. Very efficient so far. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in, or they're going to have to spread this defense out and try to find a one-on-one matchup to put the ball through the air for the touchdown.
All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
The extra point is good. They cut the lead to 10, 24-14. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team able to bring him down. And the first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Moves out of the pocket. Breaks into open space. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on 1st down. Take a shot downfield. One thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a 1st down.
The pocket breaking down. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Look out, he's in the clear. Past the 20. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a hit. Sets up the offense in great position.
That offensive coordinator is going to have some choice words for his quarterback over the phone on the sideline after that throw. You have to be more careful with the football.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the sack, but is brought down after a short gain. Timeout is called to duck strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he will score. Touchdown, Bama. We have a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kurt.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First half clock with just 7 seconds remaining for this 1st down play. It's a run to the left. The gain moves the ball to the 34. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. On the move now. Looking for a receiver deep middle. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left in the 1st half clock. Middle's going to wrap up the 1st half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Return starts from inside the 5. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. It's a very nice return before stepping out of bounds. Puts the offense in nice position to start the drive. And here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. An effective running game is why they're on top. Let's see if the defense can find a way to stop that. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain on the scramble. He found some space and just went for it. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. What a move. Makes one man miss. Picks up the 1st down before they stop him. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Now, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards. I think they're gaining more confidence, really, as this game goes on.
And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
That's what I love about this guy, just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
And the crowd coming to life here, trying to help this defense down in the red zone. Second down, we're going to throw it. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run.
Well, the defense is locked in on this running back, and for good reason. He's already scored a couple touchdowns. If I'm the offensive coordinator, give it to him one more time. Let him make it a hat trick.
And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, oh man, was the defense ready for this play. The quarterback just searching for anywhere to go, looking for daylight, but couldn't find anywhere to go in the keeper.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Moves out of the pocket. Looking for 6. Touchdown, Aggies. This air attack is still unstoppable. And now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it down the right side. Incomplete. That should have been caught. That's on the receiver.
Well, that's everything you want to see from an offense. Great execution. The line gave the quarterback time. Quarterback makes a great read, throws it to his guy, and the receiver drops it. Now he's going to have to shake that off and get ready to make that next play.
Breaks loose at the 45. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. He's running out of time here. Swarmed by the pass rush. A sack.
Always nice to see a defensive end come up with a sack after a long day in his 4-3 scheme. He earned that one.
So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Using his legs here. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up 4th down.
Chris, the advantage there obviously was with the defense on 3rd down and long. And they do a good job at taking away things downfield, but, man, you got to account for the quarterback taking off and running. Nobody does, so he gets big yards, and now he gives the offense a chance here on 4th down.
Makes it look easy. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. It'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Play action here on first down. Looking deep to the right side. He fires this throw. It is intercepted. He went out of bounds, but a crucial interception here in a tight game. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. Defense is coming after him. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Grab down the middle. It's Meadows. They make the stop, but it's a big play with a 31.
A nice throw and a great catch by another Alabama wide receiver. That's really where we are. Anymore with Alabama, you just come to expect great receivers like this. You think back in recent years to Amari Cooper and Jerry Jeudy, Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith. The list goes on and on. Boy, they've got some great-looking receivers on this squad.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Deep shot toward the end zone. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. He could go. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Wide open downfield. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So quickly, with one explosive play, this offense has moved inside the opponent's 40. We'll try to run it with the option. Breaks into the clear. Oh, impressive spin there. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Well, there it is, Chris. One of the most dangerous plays in college football, the option. What's even more dangerous, as a defender, you have no clue if he's going to pull it, tuck it, throw it. That time, he took it himself, fooling the defense all the way to the end zone.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. It's going to be incomplete. Trying to make something happen on the run, but nobody open.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Well, it's another positive play, but, man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a...
Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Here comes third and long, trailing in the game. Giving up that sack earlier could prove to be decisive. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
He fires it down the middle. And the pass is incomplete. A crucial misfire here late in the game, and the ball will turn over on downs. Grinding away on the ground. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Stopped on third for no gain. Going to be 4th and 1 now.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And it's intercepted with a desperation throw here. Breaks into the open. They'll finally bring him down, but what a play, the takeaway, and a huge gain on the return.
And just like that, they come up with the play that they needed. In a two-possession game, you're relying on your defense to make a play, strip the ball, come up with the interception, anything to get the ball back to your own offense, and they get to pick. Now let's see if they can score.
And while this is incomplete, we have a flag down on the field. Let's see what this is all about. That's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
And there's the tight end. I've been waiting to see him make a play, and this defense has done such a good job of eliminating him from being a factor in the game. I think it's a big reason that they have a nice lead.
Touchdown, Alabama. Great catch when they desperately needed it.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? Quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Here's the point after attempt. PHC is good. They still trail, though. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the return return starts just inside the end zone. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left.
Chris, it's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterback's in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Moves out of the pocket. Escapes the pocket. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in a fourth quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space and lanes. And he takes off and picks up a first down.
He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Gonna run it. It's Johnson. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of 1. We reached the 2-minute timeout. The defense desperate to get the football back, trailing here late. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Looking to pass here on second down. On the move now. Breaks free. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. Oh, and it's dropped by a normally very reliable receiver. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Boy, 3rd down and short. They decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. You got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or they try to go through the air again?
Completion to the left on 4th down. Finding space at the 20. Touchdown, Aggies. He wins the foot race to the end zone.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A 2-touchdown lead here now in the 4th quarter. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Checks this down to the running back. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. With the catch, it's Gaudet. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Gift to the offense with the offsides makes it 1st and 5. On 1st down, it's play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Gaudet. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Running out of time in the pocket. Catch is made behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll step out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage there. The defense pursuit forced him out.
Yeah, Chris, not an ideal play here when you throw the football and you go the wrong direction. I think we got to look at the playbook here to see how we can try to make those yards up.
Freshman shows inexperience. Lucky he didn't get intercepted.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions, locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker.
Well, when you run that out route, it's going to end up very close to the sideline. Love his awareness to realize not only keep his eyes on the football, but where he is.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. Here's a first down, not wasting any time after that conversion on fourth. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space. Look out. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
From the gun, he looks for an open man. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. What a grab in the end zone in a clutch moment.
Chris, they did what they had to do with his touchdown here. Now with under a minute to go, you got to get that onside kick to give yourself a real shot.
Looking for a receiver. He escapes the pocket. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And he makes the two-point conversion. The lead cut down to 6. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ball game.
Here comes the Texas A&M offense back on the field. Can they play keep away here? Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it in the open. They've got him down, but the offense gets the first down they needed to just run the clock out. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense comes up trying to grind down the clock and secure the W. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Aggies looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal.
But Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
Nothing on that play makes it 2nd down and goal from the 2. Send the back in motion. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Chris, this is a huge touchdown late in this game to make this a 2-possession game with under a minute to go. I think it's safe to say they can secure victory here.
They'll run the option. Pitch to the back. And he dives right over the pile for the 2-point conversion. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Dump off caught by the running back. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. So the offense comes up now on 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. That's a fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. 1st down and 10 now.
Here we go.
Looking to throw here. Taking a deep shot here late in the game. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Pressure is coming. Last gasp falls incomplete, and that'll do it for the game. Well, this one, defied everyone's expectations except this lower-ranked team. Nobody gave them a chance not just to win, but to blow out this respected team.
Oh, they came in at the very beginning of this game. You can almost feel it, a chip on their shoulder. Every single possession, they seem to be locked in on both sides of the football. Now, what can they do with a win like this, realizing how good they are capable of playing? Be interesting to watch down the road.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler. And this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.